Well, I sure wish something like this should be the standard throughout the entire gaming industry, but sadly, it's not. Hi everyone, first things first. Thank you CD Projekt Red for a free upgrade and for setting the bar higher and higher in a gaming industry in which unfortunately not all follow this pro-consumer example, and we are constantly reminded of this fact. The recent Made in NFL 2021 EA blunder being just the most recent disappointment. However, this is just one unfortunate example in the present. The past seems to be also full of such greedy practices that deliver unpolished games filled with microtransactions. And unfortunately, it seems like this greedy trend isn't gonna just vanish in the future. Today, however, I'd like to bark all about the Witcher 3 upgrade, about CD Projekt Red, about the pro-consumer model and what it could mean for the gaming industry going forward. Cause, as mentioned, the gaming industry is full of greedy business models that get most of the media coverage, and while yes, that is good that they get criticized into oblivion, it unfortunately also creates a very bleak and pessimistic view for gaming in general, which is supposed to be anything but not pessimistic and bleak. So, without further ado, the Witcher 3 upgrade and the pro-consumer model coming right up. Well, let's get started with the product itself. Once I heard the good news, it actually made me want to revisit and replay Witcher 3. So I'm going to leave some of my gameplay experience while I bark away my thoughts to all of you out there. Most gamers know why Witcher is such a big title in the gaming industry. It basically became the RPG reference for many of us, and there's a lot to discuss about why it is what it is today. But that's a topic for another time, which we will totally cover here at Playful Cerberus. However, just to put it shortly, it's almost a perfect AAA RPG with a solid storyline in which players' choices have an impact, and all that comes with fun and complex gameplay mechanics. That being said, all those who own a copy of the game on PC, Xbox or PlayStation will get a next-gen upgrade, which is awesome. CD Projekt Red mentioning, and I quote, "Developed to take advantage of the most powerful gaming hardware, the next-gen edition of the game will feature a range of visual and technical improvements, including ray tracing and faster loading times across the base game, both expansions and all extra content." All the work to update the visuals and optimize a huge AAA open world plus the 2 expansions, and it's free for those who already own it, my hat off to you CD Projekt Red. Got to admit, just the thought that something might change in the way this company does business scares me, because right now CDPR shows how much they really care about the games they develop, and the ever-growing community of fans. So, this brings me to the pro-consumer model, which CDPR adopted and seems to go all in with it. The most important part about this is that they are setting a really good example of how to run a business in the gaming industry, and this is just up until now. If the high expectations for Cyberpunk will be met, then CDPR will probably have in their portfolio one of the most successful games of all time. If that will be the case, then not only will their pro-consumer business model be viable, it will actually become an amazing success story, which I hope will move other companies towards CDPR's practices in the gaming industry. I know, it's a bit of speculation. There's an if Cyberpunk will be a success, and then if others adopt pro-consumer models based on this success. But one can hope, and besides that, there already are some small signs of approval here and there in the gaming industry. Like for example Xbox, that actively pushes other companies to make free upgrades for cross-gen games, Epic Games with their free games offer, or even Ubisoft, a company well known for being a bit greedy, is going to launch their big Assassin's Creed Valhalla with the same buy it once get it for both next-gen and old consoles. So my hope for a more pro-consumer model isn't completely just supported by one company. There are some other timid examples in the gaming industry. But that one company sure is pushing it now, with the next-gen Witcher upgrade. But I guess time will tell what the future holds for CDPR's products, and the current greedy ways most companies choose to sell and deliver their games. And listen, I know business models are a lot more nuanced and complex when you look at them from company to company, genre and series of games, but I did feel like it was important to point out and applaud good practices. And feel free to express your opinion about the future of the gaming industry and the pro-consumer model in our comment section below. We are genuinely interested in hearing you out and talking with you. With that being said, I will take my leave, but as usual, I will leave you all with a quote from our favorite white-hair monster hunter, Geralt of Rivia. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I prefer not to choose at all.